8-horse fields, of course, as opposed to the 20 you're going to see in the Kentucky Derby. Mage 8-5 on the morning line, Johnny. My assumption, come post time, he's going to be shorter than that.
I agree with that. He's the only horse that came to the Preakness from the Derby field, and to be honest with you, I don't know even if the Mage people wanted to send him to this race. If he finishes second in the Derby, if he gets caught by Angel Empire or Two Phils wins the race, he probably passes two and goes on to the Belmont, because that's what a lot of the others are going to do. You're asking a lot out of a horse to come back in 2 weeks after running 1.25 miles and then come back in another 3 weeks in the Belmont if he's a Triple Crown contender. His racing style isn't really conducive to this type of race where you have to come from behind, but the positive thing about it is there's only 8 horses in the race. So the worst you could be in the race is 8th, at the beginning of the race. So I'm sure he's going to make his move. The question is, will he get a pace to be able to run at? I think the way this race kind of sizes up is that National Treasure, Baffert's horse, goes to the lead. Obviously, they're putting blinkers on the horse. There's a reason they're putting blinkers on. They don't want him looking left or right. They want him looking straight ahead. So he goes out and gets the lead, and I think he'll get some competition from a horse on the far outside, First Mission. I think both of those horses will be up there early, and they both could be up there late. And there's some others in the mix too. Blazing Sevens, Perform. You look for those horses to probably be in the mix too at some point. There's 2 horses, Chase the Chaos and Coffee with Chris. They just look too slow to me. One of those, Chase the Chaos, doesn't even belong in a race, to be honest with you. The other, I think, times are just too slow. So there'll be real long shots. If they do hit the board, that's how you cash a big ticket.
I'm glad you brought it up, Johnny, because there is an attrition factor with Mage, having run 2 weeks ago. Remember, when the Triple Crown was thrown together 100-plus years ago, these horses ran weekly. Now the horses, they run with a month, 2 months in between. It's not as attritional as it used to be as far as horse racing. So that brings up trying to beat Mage. And I wrote down Blazing Sevens, half-brother to Mage. Chad Brown has won this twice. Irad Ortiz, maybe the best jockey on the planet. What's your thoughts, and what's the number on Blazing Sevens?
Yeah, he's 6-1, which I think is a little short. I think he should be, and he may be more than that, because if Mage takes the money, and Mage does go off even money or 6-5. That means other horses have to go up in price. He looks good. His last race was good. He seems to be improving. Chad Brown's won this race 2 out of the last 5 years or so, but he hasn't won it this way with a horse from behind. He's won a horse that goes to the lead and is held on. And that's not this horse. This horse will be stalker. He'll probably be back a little bit. But you're right. The rate's got the right connections. Chad Brown and Ortiz. Irad, one of the best jockeys in the country. So there's certainly got a lot going for him.
Can I throw one more? 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes here with the great Johnny Avello. Brad Cox and First Mission. Let me get the number and just overall thoughts on First Mission.
Yeah, this horse, he has 3 races, and all 3 are very good. I think he goes to the lead, tries to get to the lead. Maybe National Treasure will have it, so he'll probably just sit off of him, second or third. The great part is he's coming out of the 8-hole. Blazing Saddles is in the 7th spot. He won't go for the lead. Performs in the 6th spot. He may go out, but not to get the lead, maybe in the 3rd spot. And then Red Route 1's in the 5. He's certainly not going out. So he should have an easy time of it getting to any position that he wants to get to. So he's certainly a contender here. You're probably not going to get a price much more than what his morning line is, 5-2. I would say he's probably going to stay somewhere in that range.
Before we say goodbye, I'm going to read between your words. Do you like National Treasure coming up Saturday?
I do. I do, because this horse had higher expectations than what he's performed so far. He hasn't done anything really bad. He just hasn't done anything really good. So I think he's maybe right now he's back with Baffert, because he switched to Yakteen for a bit, and now he's back with Baffert. So if the horse is right and he can go out and set his own pace, he'll be dangerous.
The horse racing community in the sport would explode if Baffert won the Preakness for many reasons. Just Google it, kids. Johnny Avello, DK Horse. I encourage all horse players. I'm one of them. I signed up. I got my bonus. You can go get yours too. DraftKings Horse. Make sure you check it out. Johnny, you're the best. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you, guys.
Go to VSiN.com/subscribe to become a VSiN Pro subscriber today.